Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
Well, guys, welcome to Georgetown, South Carolina. Today I'm at the Gullah Museum and I'm joined by Beatrice. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Let's get into it. I was walking around looking at all the different things you have in here, but can you kind of put into words what the Gullah Museum is all about?
The Gullah Museum is about advocating, educating, and preserving Gullah Geechee culture. So at our museum, we like to show how the Gullah Geechee are connected to our African heritage.
All right, so what are some of the things that people can come and look at here?
Okay, so well, I think one of the most popular things for people to look at is our bottle tree, our quilts. One of our featured items here are our story quilts, and our story quilts tell the story of the Gullah Geechee people.
Okay, tell me more. Tell me more.
So we have behind us we have our Michelle Obama quilt, and that quilt shows Michelle Obama's heritage from Georgetown, South Carolina, and starting from her great-great-grandparents to her grandfather, and how she's connected to Georgetown, South Carolina.
There's a lot to learn here. I think it's one of those things where you have to really walk around, and you guys have the knowledge too, to where, you know, you see these pieces of pottery, there's so much history behind it.
Yes. The pottery is great because that is our connection also with the indigenous people of America too, because the Kalana ware was made by African Americans and the indigenous people.
And we were talking about this earlier, but the actual history of this museum, how did all of this come to be with your family?
Okay, so actually the museum was founded by my parents, Andrew and Vermel Rodriguez. It started out as just like a shop, and then my mom realized, oh, this really isn't a shop. It's a museum, and we're teaching people about the Gullah Geechee people, so let's just expand on it. We are just a one-room museum, but we pack in a bunch of history and culture about the Gullah Geechee.
Okay, tell me about Lorenzo Dow Turner.
Okay, Dr. Lorenzo Dow Turner is considered the father of Gullah studies. He's important because he's the person who got us first recognized as a culture and a language. His most important work, of course, is he was able to prove that Gullah was a language, because Gullah is a Creole with, it's an English-based Creole with African vocabulary. We have 30 different African languages in our vocabulary. We also have French and Spanish, and it also includes African syntax and grammar. So that was really important, because people before that thought we were just talking gibberish or baby talk or broken English.
But not at all.
No, it's a full language.
That's so cool. Let's talk about food too.
Oh God, Gullah Geechee food. Man,
what can you say?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of food that people think of as low country food is actually Gullah Geechee food, like she crab soup, shrimp and grits, red rice, chicken plow, chicken bog. I mean, we can go on and on about Gullah Geechee food and its influence in American culture and Southern culture.
And music as well.
Oh,
right?
yeah, I mean, music, you know, the Negro spirituals that were first recorded were all recorded in Gullah Geechee communities in Georgia and South Carolina. Some songs that people think of as just, you know, regular songs, like the song Kumbaya, that is a Gullah Geechee song. And
I did not know that.
Yes, and it was, the first recording of it was in 1926 of a Gullah Geechee man in Georgia.
Wow.
Michael Row Your Boat to Shore, that's a Gullah Geechee song.
Yeah, very cool.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
The following portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by 5 Star Painting. Hey guys, welcome back to Living Local Carolina. Today in the studio, I have Scott and Ashley from 5 Star Painting. Welcome, welcome. How are y'all doing?
Good.
How
Thanks
about
for having
you?
us.
I'm doing wonderful. Okay, we want to get to know you guys and, learn why you started this company, why you got involved. So tell me your story.
All right. Back in June of 2024, we started up 5 Star Painting, and it was going smoothly. And then in December, we decided we needed to branch out and bring somebody in to do more of the marketing aspect. And that's where we brought Ashley in to start doing.
Okay, so Ashley, what do you do with 5 Star Painting?
So I handle all like the marketing and the networking for the business, being really the face of the business out in the community, out at events and networking groups. Being involved in the community is like something really big for us. It's something personal for myself. Since I was younger, my mom used to make us go out and feed the homeless and stuff like that. So being able to do that within my role just satisfies something in me personally and professionally as well.
I love that. Well, tell me more about 5 Star Painting and what you guys offer.
Yeah, so we do interior and exterior residential and commercial painting services, whether that's just painting walls, stucco repair, or deck staining. Those are some of the things that we do.
I'm sure there's a long list, so you could probably tell me some more things you do as
Popcorn,
well.
ceiling removal.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Yeah, patching holes, replacing sheetrock, doors, trims, baseboards, cabinets.
I was gonna ask cabinets.
Yes.
That's one that you don't want to paint on your own, folks.
Yes.
Yep, more details in that than you would assume.
And what do you think sets you guys apart from other places?
I think what sets us apart is having a dedicated project manager on site. We don't just drop people off and hope for the best. Our project manager, Scott, he is involved when the project starts. He checks on the job every single day to make sure it's going good, communication with the client and the crew to make sure they're completely satisfied. And the very end, we do a final walkthrough. With the client. If they point anything out, we make sure to rectify it. We try to catch it beforehand, which is why we're there every single day. But we don't ask for payment until they're completely satisfied with the project. And I think that is a lot. It definitely sets us apart from other companies.
Yeah, and I always think about this, that whenever you're painting a room, it really transforms that room. It really makes you feel like you're in a different space. So what is that like whenever you're able to see like the customer reaction to stuff?
It's a great feeling because you're bringing their reality to life. It's what they wanted. So it feels good to make sure that they're satisfied.
Well, maybe you could tell me a little bit more about your involvement in the community or what you've been up to recently.
We sponsored a hole at a tournament for another, actually Kiwanis club for Carolina Forest. We sponsored a hole and we actually played, well, they played for the golf tournament. I did not play. And they had a lot of fun. A good way to like give back for sure. We've sponsored like a thing for Helping Hands of Myrtle Beach. What else have we've done?
We
a
have
lot.
another tournament we sponsored.
Yeah, we're sponsoring another tournament in November. Just anything. We volunteered at Neighbor to Neighbor. They had like a big fundraising thing that you had to like bail someone out. And I was
jail?
stuck. Yeah, it was
Wow.
actually really fun. They took like pictures, like fake mugshot pictures, and
Cute.
you're going to jail. I think that was like my favorite one. And then we did one for Habitat for Humanity.
that was a good one.
And we got to learn, like I'm a female, I'm not really like a carpenter, so I actually got to learn things hands-on there. You didn't have to have any experience, but it was a great time to be able to help someone else,
That is awesome. Well, where can you guys learn more information about y'all?
So you could go on our website, 5starpainting.com, or on our Facebook page, 5 Star Painting of Myrtle Beach. It has all our information there. You could book an estimate with a click of a button, and the estimates are free as well. So there is no obligation.
This portion of Living Local Carolina was sponsored by 5 Star Painting. Welcome back to Living Local Carolina, everyone. Today I'm in the studio with DJ Roll. Oh my goodness, you are such a funny person to talk to. And I just want to start with, introducing yourself.
Yes.
What do you do, DJ?
Oh, when I'm not being a superhero at night? Listen, I am a producer, I'm a philanthropist, I'm a lover, and I like to just be.
Yeah,
I'm a giver.
you're a giver. With movies, too.
Absolutely.
Did you always know you were going to become a movie producer?
I think that it was in the stars. I think that it was definitely in alignment, so yes.
Okay, well, tell everybody about this new movie that you just produced. It's called The Love Doctor.
The Love Doctor.
Tell me all about it.
It's all about a matchmaker who's helping his clients find love and during the most difficult seasons of their lives. And in this particular moment, he has a very awkward young lady who comes in to find love, and she's sabotaging dates, so he takes her out on mock dates. And between all those dates, something special happens, which is a spark. And that spark is where the movie takes off.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, can you tell everybody what you do as a producer? Because I don't really know what happens behind the scenes of movies. I'm in a very different line of work, as you can see.
Absolutely, absolutely. Similar, but same.
Okay.
But as a producer, you have to find the financing, you have to find the talent, you have to connect the dots, you have to find the right script, to find the right actors, and you have to think about the ROI. Who this movie is gonna sell to, and why it's important, and why do they even want it? So producers do everything.
Okay, well, tell me more about The Love Doctor. What was it like being able to film? Was it exciting for you? Was this your first movie?
No, this was my 6th film.
Okay.
So this is my 3rd leading man as in film, but this is our 6th film. First time as a producer.
Okay.
That was
okay,
different,
yeah.
juggling all the hats, but it was fun.
Yeah. Well, what was it like behind the scenes?
Behind the scenes, chaotic. Chaotic, I mean, to say the very least. But it's a good chaotic.
Yeah.
There's a lot of moving parts, and we have a lot of people who are here to help us get it done. So I would say.
Well, I know somebody watching right now wants to know where they can watch The Love Doctor. Where can they find it?
All major platforms.
And where can people stay updated with you?
DJRaoFoundation.org or David L. Rao on all social media platforms.
Well, thanks so much for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. Today I'm joined in the studio with Charles from Long Bay Symphony. How are you doing?
Just fine, thanks.
Awesome. Okay, tell everybody a little bit about what you do.
Well, I'm the music director of the Long Bay Symphony, which is this region's professional orchestra. And it's funny because as much as we've been around, I think, gosh, it's, and now I can't remember exactly, it's our 36th, 37th season. Wow. They're going to kill me in the office for not remembering the exact year. But we've been around a while, but for a cultural institution, it's not that long. And since people are, it's so transient, people are constantly moving into this area from primarily the Northeast or the Charlotte area or wherever. And it's amazing how, in spite of all we do, people don't know they have a professional symphony orchestra in town. Yeah. So we do, of course, our traditional subscription concerts, classical things, and try to make that as varied as possible using, ballet dancers and, just as much variety as we can. But our biggest thrust over the past several years has been to do more diverse programming and more outreach. So we've done things like the New Year's Eve concert that we do and a gala, to, of course, Messiah performances in December. Also a Gullah to Gospel program involving a mass gospel choir in March. We've done patriotic war and peace concerts for the past several years over Veterans Day weekend. And so we're just out there in the community reaching all segments of the community, with a lot of those concerts being free, sponsored by the Chapin Foundation and other organizations. So that's kind of our mission, is to be out there and be a part of this community. And it's amazing, invariably after a concert, I'll have someone come up to me and say, "Oh, this was amazing. I had no idea we had a professional orchestra in this area." Which is sort of why I'm here today.
Yeah, we're spreading the word.
Yeah.
And these are talented musicians that deserve to,
right. Well,
get some spotlight on them.
Our musicians basically play in orchestras throughout the region, in the South Carolina Philharmonic, Wilmington, Charleston, all of the general area, and they just travel. A lot of them are professors at universities, or so it's you just go where the activity is.
I love it.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
The following portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by Serenity Healthcare Solutions.
Hey guys, welcome back to Living Local Carolina. Today I am at Serenity Healthcare Solutions and I'm joined by Erin, who is a nurse practitioner here. How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Tell me all about you guys and what you're all about.
So we are a primary care practice that does a lot of stuff. So we do a lot of addiction treatment. We have some aesthetics. We have regular primary care, basically from birth all the way up to death. So we have a little bit of everything.
Okay, let's kind of go over this menu by category here. You guys do addiction support as well?
We do. So,
let's talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so our addiction is medication-assisted treatment. So usually with buprenorphine with naloxone. We have injectable buprenorphine, so it's extended release. It gives people a lot more freedom. And we help people get off opioid addictions, or you can also use it for pain management. So you got some options there. We're different because we also have all these other services. Nobody knows why you're here. You're safe. You're in a safe place. You can share anything with us. We don't judge you. And you're surrounded by people that can actually care.
That's really nice. I can imagine. What do you think is the most rewarding part of your job and what you get to do every day?
When I have somebody who was struggling and then they come in one day and was like, I made it through a whole month. And that's great. And yeah, I can be tougher than a lot of people, but I love it when they succeed. Yeah. I'll be your biggest cheerleader. So those success stories, those people who feel good and are like living their best life, that's very rewarding.
That's awesome. So you guys also do primary care here.
We do.
So run me through the full gamut of that as well.
So primary care is just like you would anywhere else. You come in and we do take care of everything. High blood pressure, diabetes, babies, healthy people, sick people. We take care of them all.
As well as aesthetics too.
As well as aesthetics. So
I love that.
You gotta feel good about yourself, right? And Botox and stuff is great, but not everybody needs it. And I'll tell you that. I don't think anybody needs it, but if it makes you feel good and you build your confidence up, then it's worth it.
Love it. Okay, well, how can somebody become a patient here? What does that whole process look like?
Not too difficult. I mean, you can find us online. You can call the office. We take most insurances. There's a few we don't, but we're also very affordable if you don't have insurance. So we like to be available to people.
I love that. I love that. Tell me about the team here. What is it like to work here?
It's fun. Yeah. We have a lot of fun. It's very family oriented. So the other nurse practitioner here, his wife is our office manager. His daughter runs the front desk there. The mother-in-law works here. So it's very family oriented. We're happy to have small animals. We do have a dog that comes on site every day. So we like to keep it cozy. It's great.
Love it. Are there any other things that you think people should know about Serenity, about what you guys do, or what makes you different?
I think just because we are so family oriented, you can be comfortable coming in here at any time with your child, with your mother, with whomever, because it's very open and very inviting. Whether it be for addiction or for primary care or just coming in for some aesthetic stuff. Like, you should be comfortable and not be made to feel out of place.
Well, if somebody's watching this right now and they want to learn more about you guys and figure out where you're located, where can they do that?
You can go on our website, it's serenityhealthcaresolutions.com. We're also located at 605 West Palmetto Street in Florence, and you can always call us 843-942-9960.
This portion of Living Local Carolina was sponsored by Serenity Healthcare Solutions.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.